Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.
Welcome everybody back for the Love of the Game podcast. We are back, your two favorite co-hosts, my boy Michael Miles and yours truly, Michael.
Sir, what's going on, everybody?
How was your week, Mike?
Man, it was busy. It's been good. Been working a lot. Spending a lot of time with family. Just chilling, relaxing, and really just enjoying the games.
Oh yeah,
football, basketball, a little bit of everything.
So I was at the
Trying to adjust to this weather, man. We haven't had any sun for the last couple of days.
Yeah, it is dreary. It is dreary outside. We're recording this Wednesday morning. So I was at the Tigers game, South Florida game Saturday morning. Wow.
Yeah. That night I was working graveyard shift, and so I didn't get to really watch the game. I was asleep. I was knocked out.
Of course.
But it felt so gratifying. It felt so good to wake up to a victory. And then considering the fact that, we were down, I mean, I probably would have been, stressed out, pulling my hair out, just like pacing the floor, walking back and forth, frustrated with just how we're playing. But to see how we're able to pull away in games like that. I mean, it sounds like it was similar to Arkansas.
Yeah.
The way, we were just able to just pull ourselves away from the game and just eventually win the game.
I mean, it showed a lot of grit. A lot of grit to come back down against South Florida. South Florida is a really good team. At one point South Florida beat Florida, which I guess doesn't really seem all that good, but it was impressive back then when South Florida did it. So again, down 14, going into the fourth quarter, down 10. The grit of this team, and then Brandon Lewis being hurt, playing. I think semi. I mean, that just showed a lot of grit and determination. I mean, I thought the freshman was going to play, but it was actually Brandon Lewis. So.
Yeah, I was shocked too. I mean, foot injuries aren't anything to play with. We see a lot of guys in the NFL have foot injuries and they're out for a couple of weeks, and then Brandon Lewis, he comes back, a week, and is able to still do what he normally does. And I think Silverfield with this Tiger team, we have Brandon Lewis is his skill set is a component that Silverfield never really had. He's always had like a pocket passer instead of a dual threat quarterback. So Brandon Lewis is fits in nicely. And it just shows how good Silverfield is as a coach. I know people criticize his coaching a lot. People look at his record a lot, but I mean, still, you kind of get him. You got to give him his flowers. His offense works for dual threat quarterbacks. His offense works for quarterbacks that are flat-footed. So,
I give him credit, but he makes a lot of risky moves. Like in this game Saturday, he went for 2. He probably shouldn't have. I mean, it worked out at the end, but he did the same thing as Arkansas. He's a risk taker, Coach Silverfield. I must say. And the 2/3 of the team are brand new. This is a brand new team for him. So We're gonna see. I mean, they're 25th ranked right now. They basically gotta win out. Like, there's no more hiccup games.
Yeah.
Hiccup game needed to be the UAB game, and that's it. They play Rice Halloween night. No. I mean, they have Navy Thanksgiving night and Tulane. Well, Tulane first, and then Navy. So they need to win out, and they're on the right path. The 25th rank. Let's just see how the rest of the season plays out, and of course, the American Conference Championship game, very, very, very important. So,
and more than likely, we'll probably play South Florida again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough playing the same team, 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
But it can go a different amount of ways. I mean, no one expected us to lose the UAB. I know I didn't. I thought we'd blow them out. But
it's college football, so
it's
college
football.
for the unexpected. So of course, this episode, you got we talked about the Memphis Tiger football team. We're going to talk about the Memphis Tiger basketball team. They had their St. June hoops preseason game, exhibition game. Both the men and the women. The women played Vanderbilt, and also the men played Arkansas. So we'll break that down, and also what we expect from both of them. What do we think high expectations for the men and the women for college basketball? Who are the favorites? Who are the players to watch? There's a couple of them that I have an eye on, and also the NBA. Our Grizzlies recap that week as well. It was up and down week for the Grizzlies. A 2-2 record.
2-2.
So we'll talk about that. But first, Mike, I think we got to start with the news that rocked the entire nation. It came out last week that there was a gambling situation going on. 2 separate cases. One involving Chauncey Billups, who is took an indefinite leave from the Portland Trailblazers. Tiago Splinter is the interim coach right now for Portland. So according to reports, Chauncey Billups had a poker game with like several key names, like I think like overseas names, etc. And he cheated. He basically cheated people out of their money, scammed them out, used X-ray goggles, like the whole. If you could think of like 1970s type of vibe, where like technology back then, where you can scam people out of a poker game, high obtained poker game. That's what Chauncey Billups and several people did. So
unreal.
He was arrested. He got bailed out the following day. Terry Rozier, who was talked about last year for doing this, but the NBA didn't really further investigate it more as it probably should have. Said, "Nah, there's nothing really to see here." The FBI got involved, and they said, "Yeah, we're going to charge Terry Rozier." Also, Damian Jones, former Miami Heat player, Cleveland Cavalier player, assistant coach for the Cavs, I believe. He was also arrested, and several other people. Mike, 30 people, I believe, 30 people got arrested. What is your reaction to this entire thing?
I mean, for the NBA, it's a horrible look. It's a really bad look. Chauncey Billups being Hall of Fame player, coach, which him being the coach, there's a higher standard. And then, I mean, the Rozier, and we don't know if, I don't think we know exactly if he was, betting specifically on like NBA games, but, I mean, betting on sports, betting on NBA games, like Rozier was doing, just like Jonte Porter was doing, just like, or let me correct, accused of doing, and just like Beasley was accused of doing. It's just bad. It's a bad look for the league. And I mean, at the same time, ESPN and they promote and then other promotions, they promote betting in sports. They promote gambling in sports. But it's just it's a line that you cannot cross as a player, former coach, who, if you're involved in the league in any type of way, if your name is tied to gambling, betting, it's a no-go.
especially
So it'd
cheating.
be interesting to see how it ultimately plays out. I know that Congress is getting involved now. They want to bring in Adam Silver to ask some more questions as regards to Rozier because they said he investigated and they cleared him, and they want to know why he was cleared to continue to play.
Mm-hmm.
And the NBA and Silver is in hot water because they're, at least from what we know, their response is we couldn't find anything. And I mean, when you're called before Congress, there's really no excuse. You have to have an answer as the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a bad look for the NBA. The timing of it all was bad because it came out like opening night,
Yeah,
pretty much, of
opening
the
week.
NBA. It
Opening week.
came out, opening night of the World Series, and we know how, betting in baseball. We know about Pete Rose and how all that went down. So
Yeah.
betting in sports is like breaking news. It's just a bad look,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be interesting to see what the investigation will ultimately comes out of this. I don't think Chauncey Billups will coach again. I don't think. That's just my opinion.
I believe
I
so.
don't think so. Um, I don't think Rozier will touch the floor. Beasley has yet to touch the floor, and Jonte Porter is definitely. I don't think it's playing again. I don't think so. He wasn't playing in the league anyway,
Right.
but
Right.
it's just you something you don't do.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL, you get caught, I think you're out at least half the season
Yeah.
or a full
Calvin
year. You
Calvin
know,
Yeah. Um.
and we can look at Stephen Ridley. He did the same thing,
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
betting on and he was out for like the whole year. I think
I mean, what do you think the solution is? Like, do you think the NBA should, well, sports in general, should calm down with the betting? Do you think they should
it's
restrict
just the
gambling?
players. I mean, the players don't need to be involved in betting. I mean, you got Otani. I didn't really bring up the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a reminder
Mm-hmm.
that you bet on baseball, you bet on the sport, gamble on the sport, and you play with people's money,
Mm-hmm.
you're in deep trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the things that Rozier was accused of doing,
Crazy.
coming out of the game, playing limp, turning the ball over purposely,
Mm-hmm.
throwing up shots. And I mean, ever since then, ever since this story has come out, people are like going back to looking at videos, and I think I saw one video. It was the Golden State Warriors, like the bench, and they were looking at. I guess they were talking about the spread,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, things like that. There was one video of Kevin Durant that was on the court. It looked like he was looking at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It just allows people to speculate.
Mm-hmm.
And ask questions as if there are more names and there are more people involved in gambling.
Yeah.
And some people have too much access to the sport, and I mean there's some things you can't control. You can't, if I know of a player that's not going to play, and I let you know about it, and I work there in the vicinity of that player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's about the integrity of the game and reporting. So
Yeah.
it's just a red line you cannot cross.
Yeah. I think just if you're playing the game, like current athletes should just never bet. You should just
Yeah,
never sports bet.
yeah,
Now you
yeah,
could do fancy. Now I know they have fancy football stuff and basketball, and
yeah,
that's okay. Like, but if
yeah.
you're
I
actually
mean,
betting
that's
on yourself,
cool, but
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
But if you're betting on yourself, like the under of yourself and taking yourself out, and like Rozier, there's examples of, like you said, play of him taking himself out, drilling, like just
It's not worth my career.
it's not.
It's just not.
It's not.
No.
And then in order for him to bail out, he had to put his house on liquidity, as in had to sell his
Yeah.
house, $10 million house, or sorry, $6 million house, because his bail was 10 million. It's just
You're
it
going to
wasn't really
get
worth
caught,
it.
you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, like they said, I mean, I'm watching the podcast
Mm-hmm.
involving I think Richard Jefferson and Perkins, they were just talking about, if the FBI is the one that caught you, then they have something on you.
You're right.
So if gambling and FBI and your name is involved in it, then they got something linked to you, you know. So you're gonna get caught. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get caught.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just not worth it. It's just not worth doing.
And I think it's important to say, if you have a gambling problem, addiction, there are numbers. They have
Yeah.
hotlines for gambling problems, addict addiction, because it is a problem. Gambling
Yeah.
addiction is one of the worst addictions you could possibly think of. And so I suggest for those listening to this podcast and above and beyond, if you have a gambling addiction problem, I
Absolutely.
suggest you call those numbers to get the help
Yeah.
that you need, because it's not worth it. Like me and Mike said, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And prayers up to the families of like everybody involved, Terry
All
Rozier,
those
Sean
affected.
Brooks,
Yeah.
all those involved, because this is it's dangerous. We're heading to the time where NBA with Tim Donaghy again. That's what I feel like. I just don't. That
Yeah.
was a bad time. The Tim Donaghy, for those who don't know, the Tim Donaghy refereeing situation. He was
Yeah.
fixing games. He was making back, like it was. They questioned the integrity of NBA, and I feel like now with this gambling situation, we're back at it again. Back at square
Yeah. And I mean, the NBA fined you for questioning the integrity of the game.
one. Mm-hmm.
I mean, last year in the playoffs, they were making money. Some players were making money signs to the refs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know,
Draymond
it
Green.
might have been like an elimination game or something like that, and they were just making money signs, to the refs that there's some type of betting involved or the NBA is rigged. It's just a bad look. It's a horrible take, horrible narrative for the NBA, NFL, for sports to have for, players to bet on games or gamble on their games.
Yeah. Oh man. So like I said, we will continue to follow this developing story, and hopefully not enough nobody else is like named to this investigation. I mean, Damian Jones,
Yeah.
like that part in particular, like LeBron James is real closely, like he used a LeBron James injury
Yeah.
on a bet
Yeah.
because somebody, that's crazy. Like you've been
Yeah.
friends with this man your entire life, and you use his injury. Oh yeah, LeBron's.
He's not playing. So
He's
don't
not
bet,
playing. So don't bet.
Yeah.
It's crazy, crazy. So,
Yeah.
like I said, we'll continue to follow this story as it progresses. All right, let's get to some positivity news. Let's talk about the Memphis Grizzlies, Mike. The
Yeah.
the week
Yeah.
premiere week, they went 2-2. Uh,
Yeah.
they started off with a very impressive win over the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion Williamson was lined up the show, but John Morant stole the show with his crazy floater, his jumper. Cedric Coward,
Yeah.
perfect from the game. He is electrifying the Memphis Grizzlies. His play is just absolutely crazy. So they won
Yeah.
that game Wednesday night. So you're thinking
Yep.
Friday night, you're like, oh man, they came off an impressive win against New Orleans. Let's just go into Friday night and see what happens against Miami Heat. No,
Nope.
no. I mean, let's just say the halftime score is 86-40.
And beat like a
Let's win the game.
drum. I
It's just
mean,
Miami couldn't miss a shot. Like they're 3 point. They shot like 77% from three. Like I.
yeah. And I mean, we normally play very well against and then I think they were without Harrow.
They were
Eh,
Tyler Hero didn't play. No.
yeah, Harrow wasn't even playing. I mean,
crazy.
What are we doing?
Bam hit 5 threes. I'm like, Bam hit 5 threes. And then some other guy,
Man,
Sasha, he has a long name, start with an S. So he hit like 4 threes. Just a rough night.
I didn't recognize anybody off of. I didn't really recognize anybody off of Miami's bench
Mm-hmm.
at
Well,
all. Like
where
I don't even know who was like. Who are you?
yeah, I know where now. I know where number 7. For those
Yeah, I know where, but
for those who don't know, John Morant said at a game last year he called Ware a bird or
a
pigeon,
pigeon.
a pigeon. So I figured he was gonna be locked in for this game. That John Morant called him a pigeon on national television. So yeah, that happened Friday night, a beat down by Miami. So the following day, Saturday,
Yeah,
they came back. They defeated the
yeah.
Eastern
Indiana
Conference
Pacers.
winners of last year, the Indiana Pacers. Granted,
Yeah,
they had Tyrese and TJ McConnell and certain players, but it was still impressive. Chester Coward actually led the team in scoring that game, 23
yeah,
points. Just, like I said, he's just been playing unbelievable. And then last night, Monday night, I'm sorry,
yeah,
the Golden State Warriors, Draymond Green being Draymond. Um,
yeah.
So they went. They ended
Man,
up being 2-2. Let's start with the Triple J and Draymond situation.
yeah,
Draymond being demonstrative as usual. He went against Salty Aldama, got a foul. It
yeah,
didn't look as bad. I mean, he tried to prevent the layup. I get it. So he fouled Santi hard. But then
yeah.
Santi did he flail a little bit, but he was on the ground talking, and then he told Draymond, "Shut up, shut up,"
So,
like just kept going
yeah,
at
Triple J.
Triple J. Um, what's your reaction to all this, Triple J and Draymond?
I mean, my thing is, I've heard several sides of this, and I like Dre. I like his commentary. I like his podcast, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, Triple J. I mean, say something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know they're close. They went to the Michigan State. They're boys or whatever. But I ain't letting nobody tell me shut up, shut up, shut up in the demonstrative way
Mm-hmm.
on the court. And we're competing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you miss your free throw and you just hopping and skipping and joyfully
Mm-hmm.
up and down the court all over my team like that. And I know Edie probably would have did something if he was playing. We know Edie's like, I guess he's like our enforcer. If Bane was there, I'm pretty sure Bane would have said something. But I just feel like anytime we play the Golden State Warriors, we need to win. We need to just I just can't stand the Warriors when we play them. We need to win. We need to beat them. People say, if you don't clap back at Dre means, he you don't have his respect and everything like that. I think winning cures everything, but I mean, at least clap back, man. Check them, somebody, knock out somebody.
And we're not promoting
And
violence, you guys. I'm not promoting.
yeah,
We're
I
not
mean,
promoting violence, but
we're not promoting violence. I mean, I've heard different sides to it. I heard the Michael Cole's response to it, and I kind of agree with him. And I've heard Anthony Sain's
Mhm.
response to the Triple J and Draymond. You know, Anthony Sain's perspective is, what is he supposed to do? You know, knock him out, fight.
Mhm.
You know, basically that Triple J is soft, and he's a nice guy.
Mhm.
And I just feel like Jaren, we need Jaren to be Rasheed Wallace. I mean, just unleash the beast. You know what I'm saying? We need him to be Kevin Garnett right now.
Mhm.
You just signed this big, massive contract, this max contract. You're a leader on the team. We
Mhm.
need you to be like an enforcer. We don't need you to be a nice guy.
Mhm.
Some people say we need Isaiah Stewart or, so like somebody from Detroit, who's just
Mhm.
he's just fearless, not afraid of anybody. I would love to see that from Jaren.
What's my guy from Indiana, the MMA fighter, James? Johnson. What's his name?
James.
James John. The MMA fighter, the one that the enforcer.
Yeah, he used to play for the Grizzlies. I think James Johnson, I believe, is his
James
name.
Johnson or Jay Crowder. Like one of them, I feel like bring Jay Crowder back. Like, I mean, I don't even think it needs to be Triple J. It needs to be somebody else that's willing to take a fine, take a suspension, do something like being a force while Zach Edey is out, basically, because Zach
I
Edey
just
is
want
the enforcer.
somebody that matches, that just talks junk.
Yeah, like John,
Like,
like Conchar. Like he doesn't. I'm sorry. Like this is just my pet peeve. I don't know why he's still on the team. I honestly don't know why John Conchar is
he's just
still a
the
member of
right
the.
place at the right time.
Like that's the only like he has a connection with Ti. I don't know. Like any other team, he's not on the team. Like he doesn't shoot that great. He's not a. I guess somewhat. He's just got 6 fouls. You're just a 6 foul guy. Like I don't know. He needs to be an enforcer. Like you said, Triple J. I don't think it's just character. I think Triple J is too nice of a guy. John Morant is a very
We got some dogs. I mean, we
he's
got
a
some
dog.
instigators.
Yeah, he's an instigator. John Morant's very instigator, but he doesn't want to cost the team nothing,
I
especially
mean, we
not
don't
when
need
it's a
him getting
rookie.
in a fight. And I'm not saying, Jaren Jackson needs to fight Draymond or fight anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the look. I don't like the narrative of Jaren just being the soft guy.
Mm-hmm.
That might be his character. I just feel like Jaren, come on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
And then the crazy part about Draymond is like he wanted to be a Memphis Grizzly. Like he was contemplating
Yeah.
2 years ago, 3 years ago, coming to the Memphis Grizzlies, and all the stuff he's done in the history of of Draymond, like the foul on Brandon Clark in the playoffs when he grabbed him midair, like and it could have been worse. It looked bad when he did it. All the stuff, like you said, the talking that he done with Ja and just the history of it. It's just he needs. I think one good nub, but that's not aggressive, that doesn't hurt him, will shut him up. Like
Yeah.
I feel like, but
I mean, I think Edie would have did something. Edie would have stepped up and said something.
and he called Zach Edey out last year, and Taylor Jenkins out. He called both of them out last year because
I mean, he
Zach
did the
Edey was
same thing
flopping.
to
Yeah,
player from Houston, the Houston Sengun.
Sengun. Yeah.
He checked him up, and
Mm-hmm.
tested him. And then, at the end, he did show respect for Sengun because he kept going back at him.
Mm-hmm. And he said
And I just,
Sengun is going to be a problem in the future. Sabonis.
yeah,
At first it seemed like Draymond was just going international players. It was just Sabonis and Sengun and all international players. He just went at. But now it's everybody. I feel like it's if I get away with punking you, I'm just gonna punk you out. Like, and
yeah.
if you do
And I
something,
mean,
say something. Yeah.
he's been allowed to punk a lot of people and it pushed the envelope too.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're allowing Draymond to do the same thing, you could do the same thing too, Jerry.
Or triple or
I
job.
mean,
Yeah.
like, come on.
Like.
If Draymond could do, and this is not just for the Grizzlies, this is for any NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, if Draymond can push the limit and do anything, be unsportsmanlike or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Absolutely. Push the envelope as well. It's like what button can you not push? Like you can push any button you want to, respectfully.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Dylan
Look,
Brooks. This is why I miss Dylan
you
Brooks so
said it
much.
perfectly.
This is
You can
why I
push
miss.
the right button respectfully.
Mhm. This is why I miss Dylan Brooks kind of though. This is the moment of
Oh, yeah.
Dylan Brooks would not have allowed this. This is where I miss Dylan Brooks so much. Offensively, I get it, but the defensive and the ground, the grit. This is where I miss Dylan Brooks right now. Like this moment, like he would have took this moment and ran with it. Like especially him and
GA,
Dylan back
Zebo.
then with the ball in his head and like like he loves his
I
defense.
mean, those were historically our best years when we had guys like that on the team.
Yeah. Do you think they need to go
But
after him during the trading period or try to get somebody
who?
the Grizzlies like
Oh,
get
should we
somebody?
go after somebody?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I like the team we have right now, and
I don't know. I like what we have, but I mean, the thing is, I just want Jaren to get that softness narrative, nice guy narrative, still be a nice guy, but man, just get that narrative off and I
I
don't know,
agree. I
unleash the
agree.
beast
I agree.
within, unleash that anger,
Mm-hmm.
within without fouling.
Thank you
Not
for fouling one
don't
half.
get in foul trouble, but
Thank you, respectfully. What I was going to say, like, do you feel like the Grizzlies are just a soft team? Like the narratives out there that the Grizzlies are soft.
no, I don't think we're a soft team. I just think that
Certain players
I
could
don't
take
know.
leadership.
I think maybe it's just certain teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I feel like maybe it's just Golden State. Maybe it's just when we play them.
We soften up. They're like a lot of teams. They soften up like Golden State, OKC, perhaps, maybe.
Nah, I don't feel it from OKC.
Because
I just feel like we just allow teams to just out physical us. The teams that we ought to win, teams that we ought to beat, we just
yeah,
fold.
yeah,
And I mean, I think we've played the Warriors enough to, hey, we should be able to overtake them.
yeah. You consider them a rivalry, Golden State and Memphis.
I wouldn't go that far to say it's a rivalry,
Mm.
but I mean,
They got a number. They got the
we
number.
should beat them. We have the size to beat them. We have an advantage over them size wise, and I just think we should win. Maybe it's just me. I just don't like the Warriors, except Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I like Jimmy Butler too. I like Jimmy Butler.
I mean, yeah, Jimmy Butler's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, Jimmy Butler, he really ain't got to say nothing because Draymond gonna speak and gonna say
Exactly.
whatever you want to say.
Exactly. Perfect fit.
'Cause
Like they
Jimmy
might.
Butler would be that dude, if Draymond went in there. So
And I respect Draymond. Do I think he is going to be a Hall of Famer when he
yeah,
retires. I just wish he would like somebody would step to him and be like, "Hey, man, like enough is enough. Like just back off a little bit. You know what I mean?" But we could be friends afterwards. We can go to dinner. We can go uh to the club. Like we could hang out after the game. But on the basketball court, you're not going to punk me out
yeah.
and disrespect me. Like the
I'm
LeBron
not gonna
James
let
situation,
nobody tell me to shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up on the court. No,
and we
I
hear it.
ain't doing that.
And we hear it. Like it's not like
I'm just gonna keep that. Let's keep that situation. That isolate that one event.
right.
One scenario. I'm not gonna let anybody on the basketball court just insult me and just tell me to shut up, shut up, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
On the basketball court. I'm just not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many clips of Draymond Green disrespecting people, like the infamous Paul Pierce thing, where he had a hot mic and he just went off on Paul Pierce and said, "You think you Kobe with this tour
Yeah.
going on?" like
And
that.
Paul Pierce, he said he didn't hear it, but he thought
Oh, we heard it. Oh, everybody heard it.
yeah, Paul. I mean, I'm saying Paul Pierce
Paul
didn't
Pierce
know.
did. Yeah, he's lying. The LeBron James thing, like the finals, like it's crazy how he LeBron flopped, Draymond flopped, and then LeBron stepped over him, and then while the play was
Yeah,
going on, got into each other's faces. What happened the year after? They signed each other, like Maverick Carter, and they signed Draymond Green. So I think you can step to athletes and Hall of Famers, like you can step to them respectfully,
yeah.
but just
And
don't
I
be
mean,
disrespectful.
people do respect Draymond
Mm-hmm.
for his play,
Yeah,
and that's cool. That's fine.
yeah.
It's just in that moment in time, I'm not letting nobody skip and jump and do all kinds of
Mm-hmm.
after I miss a free throw and
Mm-hmm.
tell me that no, I'm somebody getting hit.
Mm-hmm. Respectfully. And if I get
Yeah,
fined, I get fined. I get suspended, I get suspended. But
I mean Ti he got a technical.
You know,
Does he know? Does he even speak English? Like, I mean, I
yeah,
guess he. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Like, I guess he does speak fluent English, but I just like he doesn't seem like a guy
yeah.
that gets angry quick. You know, like it just I don't know. Like he's just too cool. Like, but he got a
Yeah,
little fire
I
to
mean,
him.
he doesn't seem like a guy that would get technical, but I mean, hey, they gave him a technical. So
I feel like if anything, somebody should have got that. I mean, I respect the coach doing it, but I'm like, the coach got the tech. Like, I'm thinking
yeah,
a player got the tech or somebody. But all right, like, but the Grizzlies they play the Phoenix Suns tonight.
yeah,
I think they should probably win the game. I think Phoenix. We mentioned it when we did our over and unders. How I believe Phoenix might be second to last worst team in the in the Western Conference. But they're 2-2 right now, I believe. So
yeah,
um, let's just see how they respond tonight after that beatdown Monday night.
yeah.
They play the Lakers Friday, and it
Mm.
was looking kind of scary. But however, with the Lakers, Luka
Might be
Doncic
without Luca.
is out. LeBron James, of course, is out.
Yeah,
Uh,
we need to win it.
yeah.
We
Um,
need to win it. I mean, this is where we separate ourselves. Really, taking advantage of people, players that are out.
mhm,
While we ourselves, I mean, we're not 100. We're without Ty Jerome and other players.
mhm.
But I mean, this is while we have Ja and while we have Triple J out there. This is where we need to separate ourselves from the rest of the pack in the Western Conference
Yeah.
and win those games one at a time. One thing I do like is we're talking about the emergence of Cedric Coward and his play. He's
Mhm,
playing efficient basketball, first of all,
mhm.
and he is really. I mean,
He's put himself in the rookie of the year.
he's really proven himself to be a potential starter.
Yeah, he's put
You
himself in the
know,
rookie of the year
potential
conversation.
starter, and I like what KCP is doing. Uh, just being open for the three. Making clutch shots,
Hmm.
and I like Ja's leadership. Pretty much just taking ownership for, the losses that we have had. Just saying he need to come out better, bring out more, but better energy.
Hmm.
Uh, I think outlook wise going forward, Grizzlies look really good. I
Hmm.
like where we're at right now. If we were like 0-4, then maybe we need to,
Shuffle some things up.
but yeah, but 2-2
Hmm.
going up against Phoenix, and then upcoming
The Lakers.
schedule
The
at
Lakers.
the Lakers.
Now, with the difficult thing about next week, they play Toronto at Toronto Sunday, and then they have a back
Mm,
to back. It's at Toronto Sunday, and then Detroit Monday. That could be a
mm,
little tricky. And then the
mm,
Houston Rockets next Wednesday. That's going to be a good one.
yeah,
And the Lake and the Mavericks Friday night, next Friday. Cooper Flag's coming to town, so
you
that's
gotta
gonna
win
be
the games you can.
yeah. I'm
Gotta
excited.
win the games you can.
I really want to go to that either Houston or Dallas game, see either Kevin Durant or Cooper Flag. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna
Yeah,
be fun. And like you said, they're doing all this without Zach Edey, Ty Jerome, Vince. Is Vince Williams still hurt? Yeah, Vince Williams is still out.
yeah, I think you're still out.
Um, just a lot of injuries. Scottie Pippen. They're doing this by
Yeah,
committee, so they're holding down the fort. So go Grizz, go 2-2. Play
yeah,
Phoenix tonight. They're 1-3. They should win that game. Even though Devin Booker loves to play us, he likes to go off on us. So we need to shut that down.
yeah.
Dylan Brooks, you know how amped up he
I'm
is.
fine with
Yeah,
him going. He can go off all he wants to. It's just everybody else.
yeah. And Dylan Brooks too. Dylan Brooks wants a little. It's an
Oh
extra
yeah,
for
yeah.
him.
Dylan
So
Brooks.
yeah. So definitely see how that plays out.
He'll probably be
Um,
guarding Ja.
yeah, yeah. Let's talk about this Kendrick Perkins and John Morant thing.
Uh-huh.
So Kendrick Perkins went on the Out of the Mud podcast with Tony Allen and Zach Randolph. It's a great podcast.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, you need to subscribe to that. It's very, very good. Kendrick Perkins talked about how, I don't mess with Ja no more. I still talk to Ja's dad, T Morant. I still talk to him. We still have a relationship and all that. But I'm the one that got John Morant on. I'm the one that told ESPN about having an all access tour of the Grizzlies and how you need to sponsor John more. And he got in trouble and did what he did. And now look at me. I'm look like a fool trying to campaign for John Morant. What's your reaction to what Big Perk said?
I mean, it's just a unnecessary argument. I don't know why we keep, bringing it up. Like, I don't know why Perk keep bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, Perk backtracked, what he said, in probably his most recent podcast that I know of, that he has with Richard Jefferson.
Oh yeah, the road tripping with
road trip. Like he knows that he's not the reason why Ja gets the notoriety, but he's using Ja to boost himself, and because of the situation, because of Ja's, immature decisions in the past, and ESPN going out, to Memphis to preview the Grizzlies or whatever, made him look bad. I mean, come on, man. I just feel like that's just a whole week. It's just really a weak argument to keep bringing it and to keep bringing it up. I mean, we keep bringing up Ja, and we keep bringing up his past, and I think we should just leave it alone. The same with Stephen A. I mean, we keep bringing up the altercation with LeBron, and I mean, you sitting there, Carmelo, like for real, dude. Stephen A. sitting there talking about your boy
on his podcast.
On his podcast, and you just sitting there and just what's say something, and credit to TA and Zebo for saying, hey yo, Ja, you the one, and Ja is the one, his play, his athletic ability is the reason why he is a superstar.
And again, it's like personal, like going back to the Draymond and Triple J thing. Kendrick Perkins wanted to go to the University of Memphis basketball team. He was highly recruited by John Calipari to come here. And he was really like this close of signing with them, but he decided to skip it and go straight to high school, to NBA. And he went to Boston and got a championship, and he's in the fourth. I mean, I just feel like people, when they get podcasts, they just say whatever they want to say. Like, he's been known publicly to say he was the leader of the Oklahoma City team, and Kevin Durant just rolls his eyes every time he says that, or he mentions like he was the leader. When you had Westbrook, when you had James Harden, and Kevin, you're the guy that held the glue together. I'm not buying that. Like, I don't know. Like, there's just, I need more evidence and examples of you being a leader, Kendrick. But he's a great analyst. He's very entertaining. He's thought provocative. I just think it's part of media. If we're part of media now too, Mike, there's a responsibility to not just splurt out stuff, and just to have a responsibility, like a respectability as well, to not just say what you feel and just splurt out stuff. I need receipts, Kendrick. Like, if you really went to the ESPN directors and all that and said, get John Morant on, like, I need like voicemail, something like proof that you actually stuck your neck out for John Morant, instead of just talking. Instead of just, when the lights and cameras are on, just say this about John Morant, because it's easy to beat a dead horse or beat somebody that's already hurt. And John Morant's media, like, he's taken a hit. He's already been through too much media-wise, and for this again to add on to this with Steve as well with the Memphis thing, like, that's
where I'm at. I'm like, let the past be the past. I mean, yes, Perkins, he did shout out Memphis. Yes, he did, promote John Morant. Yes, he did do that on NBA Today. I do remember those shows where he did. But he also didn't, stick up for him. I would say, I would say he politically said the right things, but at the same time, it was like,
It's like with Stephen A. It's like, okay, and I remember this visually. I remember this vividly. Stephen A. and Kendrick was about the John Morant thing. Stephen A. went on to bash Ja. Oh, they need to teach Ja a lesson. Blah blah blah. It was Kendrick Perkins' time. I felt like because you mentioned all the stuff about Ja, and I remember that visually. I remember this like it was yesterday. Kendrick Perkins did not defend him. He was like, Steven, I used to rock with Ja and saw that, but like after what he's done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, like I can't rock with him more. That's when he turned on John Morant. And I was just shaking my head like you got into you pressure Stephen A to change your perspective on John Morant.
Like you with him, and then all of a sudden you just turn.
You turn, yeah.
And all because he embarrassed you. Yeah. And the thing about it is, in hindsight, when we look back at it, the whole situation, how many players since that happened have been seen holding a gun?
Or the
I
gun,
mean, there have been several players that go unchecked, they go unpunished, they go. Ain't nobody says nothing.
Nothing.
And everyone, they called out Ja for what he did, and what he did was immature, yes. But I mean,
everybody else does it.
We keep going back to it. I'm just tired of us talking about Ja and his immature actions when we've moved on. Like it's been almost 2 years, and we keep bringing it up. Like, Perk, chill, like stop. Like, we don't need to talk about this no more.
They need to squat. They need to squash it. They need to probably have a conversation and end it respectfully.
The same with Stephen A. and LeBron. I'm so sick of Stephen A. going on the worldwide tour podcast talking about, if LeBron step up to me again, it would not happen. No, man,
it wouldn't. It wouldn't have, because you just got paid. You're not. I give Stephen A. credit. He's smart. Like, he's not going to be like Shannon Sharp and all these other people that get the bag and just blow it, and mess it up after one mistake. You have to catch Stephen A. like really slipping in order to get him to be in that situation. He's smart. He's smart. And I think LeBron is smarter. Like, they're both smart people. Like, and that's why LeBron hasn't really said a word. He's just gonna let Stephen A. talk.
Yeah.
And like you said, the whole narrative of him going to New York, oh my God, like I'm really like that would be the most fascinating thing ever if LeBron gets a trade to New York and Stephen A. has to say something positive about him. Like,
right. And I mean, and it's not going to bother Stephen A. to say something positive about LeBron. But he's making it very clear right now that I don't like him. And you know what? That's cool. You don't like him, but putting in this whole bravado that you ain't gonna let somebody do something to you, and that you gonna,
and then there's clips of you
boxing. Feel like you get set up and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, man.
And then there's clips of you boxing, and then it's like, yeah, I would have fought Stephen A. But there's clips of you punching a bag, and you didn't full extend, and LeBron got wind of it and clowned you. Like, it's just back and forth, like playing checkers and like y'all are just playing. Y'all are just I wanted to end.
It's all personal. It's like something that just makes them tick. Like, I think with Stephen A., I think he was more so embarrassed by the fact that he went on Pat McAfee's show, right, which is right after First Take, instead of
going
on First Take,
right,
or doing an interview with Pat McAfee instead of doing an interview with him. And then
that Saturday, him talking to Richard Jefferson, and it was called like what he said. It wasn't what he said. He was like, "I'm pleading with you." Like it was what like they caught the conversation with him, Richard Jefferson. I'm like, "But you did it though." And I think, like I said, the part that you crossed the most was the fatherhood part. That's you crossed it right then and there. Criticize LeBron, criticize their game, fine. When you say I'm pleading with you as a father, that's when I was like, oh, gloves are coming off. Like, you can't question a man. You cannot question fatherhood. You can't do it. Like, I God forbid LeBron went after his daughter. Stephen A. like called him a bad father and talked about because he has a daughter, Stephen A. God forbid LeBron has done that. He won't. But I'm just saying this could get worse, but it's not.
Yeah.
So,
I just wish we just move on. Just
NBA beefs.
Please.
It should be when you have beefs, it should be on the court. I feel like with two players, like the Triple J thing of Triple J and Draymond, let it be on the court beef. Like not outside.
I mean their feelings, John's Stephen A's feelings, Perkins' feelings for Ja, and Stephen A's feelings for LeBron, they may be justified, but and they may be right. However they feel, they may be completely right in what they believe with what they did to them. Whether they were embarrassed, their ego was hurt, feelings was hurt. I'm just tired of hearing about it.
Yeah,
they keep bringing it up. They keep spinning in there. It's just clickbait to me. It's just a desperate move for attention.
True.
What's Perk go-to move? Oh, me and Jada, we don't get along.
Have y'all talked? Do they even have a relationship?
What's Stephen A's go-to move? Oh, I don't like LeBron. Come on.
But I think Michelle Obama said it best. Is ESPN has turned into like the National Housewives of. I think she said it. She's saying it best. Like the ESPN has just turned into that. I can't watch ESPN like the way I used to. I just can't. Like I used to love watching Cold Pizza. Like it used to be First Take and Cold Pizza. I used to like that. I used to like Around the Horn. Like I used to just love ESPN. I can't watch ESPN no more. Like I think the NBA is there now. I get it.
I mean, a lot has changed. Like, right when Molly left, I mean, it seemed like a whole week was the talk and speculation of why she left. On just pretty much every major podcast, except majority of her ESPN former coworkers, just didn't talk about it. But everybody else has been talking about it.
You think she'll end up back on TV? I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I would have thought she'd been back on immediately, but I haven't really.
Maybe next year. I think maybe next year.
Yeah.
I mean, there are definitely a whole bunch of opportunities. Out there. I mean, Amazon, Yahoo. There's several based on what she wants. I mean, I don't know.
So speaking of like networks and all that, Amazon Prime did their debut last Friday. Their NBA coverage.
Oh
I like it. I like it. It is refreshing to me that you can actually have a network that talks X's and O's like NBA stuff and runs plays. And so they have Blake Griffin, Steve Nash, Udonis Haslem, Dirk Nowitzki, Taylor Rooks. They do an amazing job. They did a great job. Wayne Wade commentating, Candace Parker, Kevin Harlan, the GOAT to me. It was just great commentary. It's refreshing that you can actually and not bash people on TV like inside the NBA. Like it's just refreshing to me. We can have that type of conversation and talk and positivity like NBA on NBC. They actually did this on NBC. Noah Eagle, Iron Eagle's son, who's legendary as well, was commentating, and it was Austin Rivers and Rob Hubble. I think how you say, yeah. They were on the opposite bench. Like Austin was on Detroit's bench. I think Rob was on Cleveland's bench. And so he got the perspective of like what the coaches are saying, how the players react. it was kind of cool. It was dope. It was a dope perspective. I just love I love the NBA. I mean the NBC's and Prime's coverage. Like I like it.
It's like they're doing the exact same thing that the NFL is doing, like the same NFL model, where they're going to do through different platforms to increase the visibility of the sport.
Yes.
So I think it's great for the league to
Positivity.
get different perspectives. I like the segment yesterday with when Michael Jordan was talking
You
about
saw
load
it.
management.
Okay, you saw it. How'd you think about
Yeah,
it? What'd you think about that?
I thought it was I thought it was pretty insightful, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he said, we play basketball for 3 hours. What you doing with the other 21?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to load management.
Yeah.
He felt like if he was able to play, that he was gonna play. And a lot of players felt that way, not just Michael Jordan. I mean, I know Penny Hardaway felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of players, played through injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was, and they didn't have all the luxuries or, accessible things the ways to recover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, if the finals were right now, I'm pretty sure LeBron would be playing. I'm pretty sure Luka would be
Yeah.
playing right now.
Yeah.
If
This
it
is
were the finals or if it were the playoffs or close to the playoffs, then they need, wins. I'm pretty sure they'll be playing, but they're
if it was
not
the
playing
playoffs,
right now.
or if it was the playoffs, they would probably they would suck it up and play.
And I mean, we had the whole off season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why? Like what
It's
and I'm
crazy.
not,
It's crazy the Luka injury. Like Luka had 49 Friday night on Prime against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He almost had 50. Okay, the next day or 2 days later is okay. Luka's out for a week. The because I saw him jam his finger and they taped it, and I was like, all right. But then it's like a leg contusion. He's out for a week. I'm like, you just went off. Like now you're back hurt. Like you're gonna
Mhm.
miss a couple games, a week probably, and then come back. Like Michael Jordan would have played through that though. I feel like I kind of would have been like, I think Michael would have
Yeah.
played through it.
I mean,
But
that's what makes or made Michael Jordan great.
yeah,
I just liked his answers,
mm-hmm.
and I think it's just straight common sense
Even
responses and answers to the question about when it comes to load management. You got
mm-hmm.
people that are paying a lot of money to come see you play,
Mm-hmm.
and you come to make a name for yourself.
People like their paychecks, like they're sacrificing their paychecks to watch me play. I'm gonna put
Or yeah,
even the most infamous flu game, which I still to this day, I don't think he was sick. I think he had a hangover. Like I still, like, I don't, but he still played. I give credit to Michael Jordan.
mm,
He still played in that flu game. Like he was dribbling. Did he put a little dramatic into it? Maybe, but he was still out there. He was still out there. How
yeah.
many NBA players you think would have just not played? And oh, I think maybe 85% would have not played that game. That's what I'm like.
It
So,
would have just said illness.
mm-hmm,
I mean that's really the whole load management thing and everything that
mm-hmm,
Michael Jordan said. When every time the Grizzlies PR and they send a tweet about who's playing, who's available, who's out,
mm-hmm,
and you look at what's especially once you get late into the season,
mm-hmm.
then you see all kinds of crazy stuff, soreness,
Rest,
you know,
They don't say load
soreness,
management no more, but
eye soreness,
yeah.
l- you know,
Mm-hmm. Do you think they need to cut the? Do you need?
crazy.
Do you think they need to cut the games down? Though, would that solve load management or?
I don't know. I don't, I don't think they need to cut anything down. I just think, you know, I don't think they need to cut anything now.
I mean, they're
Or make
trying
any
their
changes.
best. The NBA is
I
trying their
think the back. I do think they do need to change the back to backs.
Okay. Not a lot of
That
them
I
do
do
that.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they need to change the back to backs. That can go.
Because
Like
especially with the
I can
Grizzlies,
understand that.
yeah, because with the Grizzlies this week, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, they go to Toronto Sunday, then fly back to Memphis Monday. So it's a back to back from Toronto to Memphis. Like that could be a lot. That's a lot. Like
Yeah, especially if you're I can see if it was like like
home back to back. Yeah.
home back to back.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like on at home and then your next game is tomorrow night,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it could be in San Francisco
Mm-hmm.
or something like that or Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
and you just had a home game in Memphis.
Yeah.
That's a little tough.
Like have a back to back
I
home
mean,
game. It's fine.
it's got to make sense. I mean,
Right.
like if you're Philly in New York, for example,
Mm-hmm.
if you play a home game in Philly and then your next game is in Boston or something.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not far, I guess then maybe having the back to back is okay. But if you're like going cross country, east to west, that type of stuff, I think there needs to be a little consideration.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. So Michael Jordan's in. I really do like his perspective that they have the excellence, enter to excellence. I like that piece from NBC. They need to keep going with that. So quickly, all the NBA other NBA stuff. I'm gonna go with my NBA impress and depress. My impress so far, the NBA so far is Victor. I mean, Victor is just he's
Yeah,
been electric. I mean, 100 points the first couple games. I think that's like an NBA
yeah,
record. The show he put on last week against Dallas was impressive. It wasn't the dunks to me. It was the and one, the crossover, the fadeaway jumpers, getting fouled, still making and
yeah.
ones. Like Victor is just he's on the
The
MVP.
complete skill set. It's like we're seeing everything, every single thing that he worked on during the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
what?
I would agree. That he has been impressive. I
Mm-hmm.
would say, for my impression, I would say is OKC.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, simply because they're doing the same thing they did last year,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just being consistent. And so I would say they're my impressive.
Closer games though. You know, last year they blew a lot of people out. The games this year have been real close. Could go either
Yeah, they've
way,
been
but
close.
they're still finding a way
They've
to
been
win.
close, but they've been consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Going into this year, I kind of saw it like this is the year of KD.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was going into new team, new rocket, the Rockets, and they're going to be favored. And then Wimby just came in and just
I
who
can't I can't wait till
who are
they
you
play.
talking about,
Yeah. I can't wait till they
man?
play.
I
Thunder
mean,
and Oakland.
highlights,
Yeah.
dunks, dribble, handle,
Yeah.
fade,
Mm-hmm.
long distance, block shots, rebounds. I mean, he's not just barely getting double doubles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 15, 16, 17 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Easy 5 blocks. Easy 4 blocks, a game.
Yep.
Deflections. I mean,
The
yeah.
whole thing. The whole thing. I agree. I can't wait till they play Thunder and Spurs. That's gonna be a
Oh yeah, yeah.
must watch to see. Also, one more impress for me. Austin Reeves. Oh man, like, but he 51 a 50 piece. You know, he's the first non-draftee to get a 50 piece. He did it against Sacramento. Of course, famously, Russell Westbrook called out LeBron last week about the treatment that he got while he was with the Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. I said it again. I think they're a flaw. They they're gonna be one of the worst teams in the league. Like, how do you construct? How do you have DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Russell? You let Austin Reeves cook you for 51 points. Like that to me is just self-explanatory why Sacramento is not going to do anything this year. And so, yeah, Austin Reeves, and he's coming to Memphis Friday. He's from Arkansas. He's going to have a lot of family there. I can assure you that. So it's going to be a lot of Laker fans at that game too. So I think he might be primed to go off. They play Minnesota tonight before the game Friday. So no Anthony Edwards as well. I'm sure ESPN is just loving the fact like the marquee players are not playing.
Yeah. I mean,
wow. Like,
yeah, I mean, Austin Reeves is good, and DeRozan made a big deal about his free throws, which I mean, he went to the free throw line over 20 times, and I mean,
that's called being aggressive.
Yeah, and Austin Reeves is a good free throw shooter, so like half his points came from the free throw line, and I think that part of that isn't talked about a lot. I haven't heard too much about the fact that he went to the free throw line. DeRozan made a big deal out of it, and I was like, well, you don't have to shoot that much. You have to be efficient just enough to get 20 extra points or whatever, and make 21 free throw. If you go to the free throw line enough,
right.
They are free. No one's in front of you.
That's called coaching, and that's called being a good player. Sacramento has none of that. They have good players, but Doug Christie, I don't think he's that good of a coach, and you're seeing that right now. So, like,
it'll be interesting to see, what the Kings do. Of course, look at Boston. They're like what 0-3 right now. And so we said at the beginning of the year, what are they going to do? What are they going to look like? Are they going to be a lottery team? Are they going to go for it? Or are they going to just,
They're 1-3, by the way, Boston. They're 1-3.
Are they 1-3?
There's a couple of 0-3 teams. Oh yeah, 0 for teams. Brooklyn is 0-4. The Pacers are 0-3. The Pelicans are 0-3. I think that's it.
Man, Pelicans 0-3.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that too. There's a couple of undefeated teams. Chicago Bulls are 3-0. That's surprising.
That's a fraud.
Yeah, the Sixers are 4-0. The Sixers are 4-0. Your beloved 76ers and Joel Embiid. OKC is 5-0. Spurs are 4-0. Legit.
Yeah.
I believe that's it. Everybody else has.
I mean, Philly. Philly might be an impressive team. I can't pronounce their rookie name,
VJ
but I know he wears number 77 from Baylor.
From Baylor. But yeah, VJ.
He's been really, really good. Yeah. And you know what? I don't even think that Cooper Flag should be just the overall favorite. And I know I said that before. That I think our last episode that Cooper Flag more likely is going to win it.
Yeah.
But you got Dylan Harper from San Antonio that's playing good. You got the Philadelphia guard
Edgecombe.
Edgecombe that's playing really good, and you have our very own Cedric Coward.
Yeah,
who's playing really good. Cedric. We didn't talk too much about him, but he's playing efficient basketball. I mean, he is shooting like lights out. I think over 50. I don't know. I don't have the numbers, but he's shooting like almost over 50%.
True.
And I mean, he's basically was the steal. I don't know if you call him the steal, but his numbers and measurables were comparable to Cooper Flag. And I mean, he looks every bit the part of a superstar or like the next Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
I mean, just from his shooting form to his ability to create his own shot and just efficiency. I mean, he's been a great addition.
Yeah. So what's your disappointment of the week so far? No, it's early.
Let's see. My disappointment. Ooh. I don't. No one really standing out
Right.
to me as far as disappointment. It
Okay.
kind of seems like just too early. I'm kind of more so.
Who's on
Everyone looks.
Yeah, but who's like on a slow start? You're like, well, I didn't see this coming as a slow start, because I have one. I have a team.
Um.
So what if you say Orlando Magic? They're 1-3 right now.
They're 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is surprising.
That's one of mine. That's one of like, and I'm looking at like Houston is 1-2, although they played tonight against Toronto. Let me just name the teams that started off 1-3. The Atlanta Hawks. Yeah,
Mhm. They're
they're
one
one
and
and three.
three.
Yeah, and they play Brooklyn
Yeah,
that's 0-4 tonight. So, like, if they lose that game, I think it's a
yeah.
very alerting. Like,
It's kind of. I don't know. It's kind of early. To me, it's still kind of early.
Dallas is 1-3. I mean, a little bit concerning. Phoenix 1-3. Not
And
surprised.
I
Uh,
think after 2 weeks, I could probably give you a more definitive answer.
sir.
And like as far as like who is the most disappointing, I
Mm-hmm.
would say one thing that I have noticed and I am concerned about, and that's the New York Knicks.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
concerned about the New York Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I think despite how good their roster is, I had them following Mike Brown's lead as the new coach is a little bit concerning
Why do you say that?
because I really don't think that the team overall felt like Thibs deserved to be fired.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't think Thibs deserved. Well,
I
should
think he
I
did.
think Thibs had his ways. I don't.
Yeah.
Thibs is who he is. He's not going to change.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Brown, I think he was open to change, and I think that's the reason why he still has his job coaching to right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's fair enough.
just team chemistry as it relates to the New York Knicks.
Yeah, I mean that's fair to say. Anytime you go against Doc Rivers, I think Doc Rivers is so overrated as a coach. Like, I have a personal vendetta against Doc Rivers. I think you've coached Doc Rivers has coached a lot of great players. The fact that he's got
Yeah,
one championship is a very flawed situation. Like, he should have more than one championship, Doc. And so I always to this day think that Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach in the NBA. So
yeah,
the fact, and you have Giannis, you have another star player. Are they going to get a championship? There's just no excuse. I mean, we keep putting up excuses for Milwaukee. Last year, injuries. They just ran into a juggernaut in Indiana. Okay, whatever. What's the excuse this year? They got rid of the coach before him, fired him like out of the blue for
mid
no
season,
reason.
just yeah,
Not even 20 games in, you're fired. Like, I mean, just because our defense I can fix it. Like, they were the number one team. I think they
yeah,
were like 15-5 or something. Like, I'm fine.
yeah. They had a good, yeah. That was a shocker. Yeah,
And the defense got worse. That's the part that gets me. The defense got worse when Doc got there. Like, I just think Doc is just so. Oh, he's just so overrated as a coach. But the Mike Brown thing I could get. I mean, he wants to bring. You need to bring something defensively and coach the tip. Like, I get it. There was things between him and Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. He's in a better situation. Like I said, he won the lottery to go to New York instead of Sacramento. Um, but yeah, I mean, next week, like you said, you can get more in depth and disappointing. But
with the disappointing ones, yeah.
yeah.
It, uh,
I'm just
give me a
surprised.
week.
I'm just
Yeah,
surprised at the slow start of the Orlando and Houston. I'm a little shooken up
Yeah.
by it, but they got time to figure it out. I mean, especially with Orlando Desmond Bain there, and it's a new
Yeah.
system. Pablo is not really playing the way he should be playing as an all star. Maybe he'll pick things up. Maybe he's injured. We don't know. Um, but yeah, I think Orlando. Right now,
Yeah.
Orlando is a little disappointed for me. So Mike, let's talk about the exhibition game, Arkansas Memphis game,
Yes,
men.
sir.
Of course, Memphis lost, but I mean, Coach Cal coming back.
Yeah.
Like, what is your emotion? What is your take about it? Do you feel like the fans like respected him? Like, how do you think the whole presentation of Coach Cal coming back to Memphis? How did that
I
feel?
think it was great. I thought it was great. Of course, the real winners of that night were the families and the children of St. Jude.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I thought the whole display, with the court, uh, was awesome,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that the teams they, visited the hospital, the same thing they did last year. You know,
Mm-hmm.
meeting with the families, meeting with the kids, and everything. I thought it was great. I thought Coach Cal, his reception was well received. I don't have a reason to boo him or be, upset or mad at him at all. I thought it was great that they brought, his former players out because, a lot of time, Cal gets a lot of notoriety for the former Kentucky players, but, there were he coached a lot of good, players from Memphis. And so for them to recognize the Memphis players that Coach Cal uh, coached, I thought that was really good. Uh, as far as the game goes, I really thought, the first couple of minutes, first 10 minutes, uh, Memphis really played Memphis basketball. I think they played the way that Penny wanted them to play. It's just after that, it's almost like they got tired. And I think maybe it was just the adrenaline, it being pretty much their first game of not playing against each other. They're playing a different opponent.
Yeah.
And then something to note is there's been a lot of teams playing exhibition games against other like powerhouse teams.
Mm-hmm.
And, that is a change. That has been different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas playing Cincinnati, and just just different pro power five, programs playing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, has been different. For exhibition standpoint, it being on ESPNU, just a tremendous opportunity to highlight the school because not too many people are up on Memphis, rightfully so. It being a whole new team, 15 new players,
Yep.
so for Memphis to be able to prove themselves against a ranked Arkansas team coming in at I believe 14 or 15 ranked, Coach Calipari coach team.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, for the most part, they showed themselves, pretty good. Still got a lot of growing pains. Uh, play Auburn next, and I really believe they should win that game against Auburn whenever they play.
So Auburn, Memphis and
But I
Auburn,
mean, it's
Memphis. Oh, Arkansas. You talking about Arkansas plays Auburn where Memphis plays?
no Memphis when Memphis plays Auburn for
Oh,
like their exhibition game. They should win that game.
oh yeah, next year. Oh, that's their next exhibition. Oh, that's the next
I,
exhibition game. Oh, okay.
yeah, their next exhibition game.
Okay, okay,
I think they should win that game.
okay.
Um, but I thought whatever the whole setup, it being on ESPNU was great publicity for the University of Memphis to get them to. It was a genius move. It would have been even better if we won the game
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it's just showing recruits and transfers. Hey, come play for Memphis. You can play and do just as much as you want with a Calipari coach team with a Memphis Tiger coach team.
Yeah. I think the only thing Memphis can recruit like those players on the team that don't get a lot of minutes, and then be like, hey, you can get the minutes by coming here. Like I think that's Memphis's pitch. It's like you want the minutes, you want the opportunity to play and get your resume up. Come down to Memphis and Penny Hardaway. We'll give you the minutes and the shots that you want and all that. But
Yeah,
the
they're
big
gonna
time
have their
freshmen,
ups and downs.
yeah, they're gonna have their ups and downs. Looking at their schedule, I mean, they start off kind of light. They start against San Francisco November 8th here in Memphis.
Mm.
Then they go to Ole Miss. It's gonna be kind of difficult. I ain't gonna lie, Chris Beard, and it's gonna be difficult. I ain't gonna lie. UNLV comes here to Memphis Sunday, November 15th. Well, yeah, Josh, is that Josh Pastner comes back?
Yeah.
Here? Wow. Josh Pastner comes back to Memphis. It's just reunion. Yeah. It's reunion year for Memphis. So that's the 16th. They go down to I think they go to Bahamas, right?
Yeah. They play Purdue.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the most notable game.
Purdue
is
game.
they play Purdue. I think the one thing that we can say for sure is that we should dominate the American Conference.
Oh yes.
I mean, we should dominate the American easily. Like
what's the exceptional losses that Memphis can have? Can they just
I would say zero.
I
think we always play with our food, you know.
Right.
But we shouldn't lose any games. We'll have a few close ones here and there, but
because
the thing that I like about this team is everyone the transfers, they all came from pretty much Power 5 conferences, and you can tell, you can see the experience and their playing style. And it's just a matter of gelling together, the chemistry together, and it's about guarding your man. And there was a point in the game where we didn't play Memphis basketball, where we were just looking out for the players were just looking out for themselves and not the team.
Yeah. So,
but I think Penny will fix that. I think he knows what he's doing. He's going to have to shorten the rotation up a little bit, and I think I trust Penny when it comes to this team, and it's just going to be a matter of the players accepting their roles.
Yeah, and so I'm looking at the December schedule. I mean, the Baylor game is nationally, it's a CBS game.
Play Baylor.
It's going to be good. They go to Louisville the following week. That's going to be interesting. Vanderbilt comes here. We go to Mississippi State. Oh gosh. I want to go to that game so bad. My wife's on tomorrow. I want to go to that game so bad. I have to. I'm a beggar. We need to go to that game, Mississippi State game. And then Alabama State, North Texas. So they have some interesting December games, and then before they get to conference play in January. So I think if they get no less than 3 or 4 losses, same thing they did this past season. Like, you win the American, you have a couple of hiccups, fine. I mean, you have a good 5 seed. You're a great 5. It was just your opponent, Colorado, was just a great shooting team, and we didn't have our best player. And it cost us.
But we're extremely deep this year. Like, no excuses. We're deep in the guard position, front court position. Yeah.
I don't want to hear Penny Hardaway on the hot seat. I feel like that's a waste of conversation and a waste of time if we even.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear none of it. I mean, if the players buy in to what he's teaching and his coaching, his game planning, then I think they'll be just fine. My only concern is just the cohesiveness of the team, the togetherness, the chemistry of the team, and shortening the rotation up to 8 or 9 guys. Although he can play probably 10 or 11, there are going to be some players that are going to be frustrated with their roles or lack of playing time. And I just think we need a definitive leader. Is it going to be Sincere Parker? But he's dealing with his legal issues.
Yeah.
We have Bradshaw in the middle, who's shown some skill. We have a lot of guys. I mean, we were just a sample size is really just what we saw and during the exhibition. So
interesting.
I kept thinking to myself as I watched the game, is like all Penny needs is like a good 8 guys out of them 15 to be just locked in.
And if they beat like a Louisville and Baylor, like it boosts your resume up a whole lot.
Yeah.
So
you want to win those games. If we go like, I don't know, if we win 50% of our non-conference schedule, and we know completely, I don't think we should have a problem or issue within the conference or winning the conference tournament.
Yeah.
To get into the tournament. And then, of course, that's when the real season starts. I think Penny understands, you got to make Sweet 16. You got to get into that second weekend.
Yes.
For the season to be considered even close to a success.
So I'm looking at these games coming up this week. There's some good games. The start of college basketball. It starts November 3rd. Texas and Duke. I saw the exhibition with Boozer. Oh, that kid is nice.
Oh, yeah.
That kid is nice.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. Texas Duke.
And BYU. They're freshmen.
BYU, yeah. Yeah.
Then, we got Kyron Anthony, Carmelo's son. There's a lot of this freshman class, I would say, is extremely deep. I mean, shoot, Arkansas, they had 2 freshmen.
Yeah.
Top 10 freshmen that were just balling out against us.
Oh yeah. They play Michigan State. Ooh, Calipari and Tom Izzo. Boy. If that ain't must watch TV, I don't know what
we beat them. They're a veteran group. My next I think my next podcast when I'm gonna talk about NIL and the transfer portal.
Yeah.
And how pretty much the college basketball and college football, these are pro leagues. College basketball is a pro league. It's the mini G League. There's a lot of uproar about G League players now being able to have an eligibility in college. And of course you got your college football.
All that.
They're getting paid NIL money. So now that's like your mini NFL team.
So let me end it on this. Let's end this episode on this. The NIL, they got a hotline. They they put a hotline out there that says like if you know anybody that's violating like an NIL thing or some type of violation that you can see and hear and all, they got a number for it. You can dial it like dry snitching basically. So what's your take on that? An NIL hotline to spot those illegal stuff going on, legal talks, some type of payment that is illegal. What do you think about that?
They need to get that under control, like seriously. And I think that's why the schools now have GMs on their team on controlling the NIL funds and everything. Having the GM have these college athletics, having GMs, it's going to be more and more prevalent now. They're going to conduct themselves like professional teams now. And Izzo, Sampson, they're gonna have to just get with it. They talk about it's no longer an academic institution. Oh well.
Oh well.
I mean, you get paid to win games. You get paid to win championships. I mean, they're the reason why players are getting paid now anyway. They deserve to get paid anyway, but I mean, the fact that you could just leave when you want to leave and the players were penalized for transferring and not getting paid their just due, and the NCAA and the institution making so much money, and how the women's game, how the women players or athletes were being treated versus how the men were being treated. This is the reason why we're here. So college sports is a professional league now. And that's just the way it is. And that's the way it should be. I think we should just stop trying to like fight against it and just embrace it. If sign a contract, whatever, however the school operates, and go forward from there. And shout out to the women's team, Alex Simmons. They were down versus Vanderbilt. And they came back. They fought back in the game. And, I think I'm gonna try to go to a couple of their games, and I can take my girls down to their games,
especially
at El Maroon, and see what they're about. So,
especially if they play UConn, does UConn UConn's supposed to be here? I think they're supposed to come here. I'm not really sure. I have to look into the women's schedule, but yeah, definitely want to shout out Simmons. They got something brewing.
Yeah,
something coming up there. I mean, and I would like to watch them play as well. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you want to add before we check out on this amazing episode?
I don't have anything else to add to it. But I mean, like I said, you can follow me on Mike Sports podcast, or Mike 90-901. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna put a podcast out there to just talking about the NIL and transfer portal in more detail, and how college and the correlation between college and the pro league, and how it's just the way of the world. It's the way it is.
Yeah. Check that out. Also, you got your college football stuff you're gonna have this week.
College picks, NFL picks. I think I'm gonna go local with the college picks. I'm gonna stick with the Tennessee schools. Tennessee has a big game. I think they play. Who they play? I think it's either Oklahoma or Texas A&M.
I believe you're right. Let me think. It's so slow today.
I want to say it's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah, at UT, Saturday night. Yep. I believe game day might be there. I can't really see why would they not be there. Yeah, I got a feeling game day is going to be there. They're not going to go to Vanderbilt, Texas. I know that. They're not going to that game. Yeah. I'm with you on Cincinnati, Utah. No, there's no. Maybe they like to give people, because they've been to UT already. That might be. They might actually go to the Cincinnati, Utah game, but nonetheless, Oklahoma UT is a definitely, that's a great game. And this Saturday, you can see me and my boy K Gotti. We haven't been on in a couple weeks. Moving into a new house and all that. So I've been a little busy, preoccupied, and all. We actually moved next week on my birthday. My birthday is next Tuesday, November 4th, election day. That's my birthday. So.
All right.
Big things is coming up.
Moving on up
to the Jeffersons. You are right. So, but you can also, of course, follow me and my girl Raven Moore, our podcast, the XO Football Lounge. We will have that.
You had a great show the other night.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Kenny Hatchett.
Yeah.
Very, very spirited Giants fan. Had to talk to him a little bit.
I saw, yeah.
Very spirited. So if you guys did not check out the episode, please check out all these amazing podcasts on my YouTube channel, GR Production. Throw It Down Big Fellas YouTube channel. Check out these amazing podcasts that I have. Of course, you're gonna be on there soon enough. Again, maybe do like a playoff preview per se when the playoffs start in NFL.
Yeah.
So of course, this amazing podcast. So we will see you guys next week on For the Love of the Game podcast.
Yep.
For your boy Greg Rufus.
Mike. See y'all next week. Subscribe to our channels. We love interaction. Comment, interact, talk to us. You know, tell us what you want us to talk about.
Right. Until we see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody.
Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.